If you're having trouble losing weight, if you have itchy skin, brain fog, trouble sleeping, gut imbalances, really struggling with exhaustion even after you wake up from a good night's sleep, you could have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease if you don't drink alcohol, or you could have alcohol-related fatty liver disease if you do drink alcohol. There are a lot of things that cause fatty liver disease, things like Tylenol and ibuprofen and insulin resistance and alcohol, as well as processed foods, and actually eating a mono diet, such as a carnivore diet, can sometimes affect people with the genetics that don't match that diet, and it makes them have fatty liver disease. So let's talk about one other cause of fatty liver that a lot of people overlook, and actually it's one that you need to hop onto immediately if any of these are your problems. If this does sound like you can click the Linktree link that's underneath my profile picture here, and there are resources there that can get you started on your healing journey. So let's unpack this. I'm Dr. Keisha Ewers, and I help people reverse autoimmune disease by reversing from the inside out and getting at root causes. And I always say that there are 4 root causes to any kind of autoimmune disease. I call it solving the autoimmune puzzle. And then the first one is genetics. So you can be genetically prone to fatty liver. The second one is gut health, and that includes its balance with your adrenals and your hormones. The third one is toxic burden, and this can be the things that I was mentioning, like viruses, and sometimes people are not primed to be able to do vaccinations very well, or heavy metals, or molds, or medications, even over-the-counter ones. So these are all in those 3 categories, but the fourth one is trauma, and how you deal with your stress today, how you patterned yourself to perceive yourself in your world. And a lot of healing traditions, such as Ayurvedic medicine and traditional Chinese medicine, actually teach this and already know it, and that is that emotions are stored in the liver. So in Ayurvedic medicine, the sister science of yoga, they said 10,000 years ago that autoimmune disease is undigested anger, and that anger gets stored in the liver and it creates problems. So one of the things when we talk about detoxification, it can't just be using milk thistle. Milk thistle can be helpful for some people, but it won't cure fatty liver without all the other things I was talking about, including emotional detoxing. So make sure that when we start talking about detoxification, you're talking about it in all of the quadrants: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Do you want help healing? Make sure you click that link under my profile picture.